get my 6. So if it looks like I'm making this video today in downtown Charlottesville, it's because I'm making this video today in downtown Charlottesville. I'm not incognito either. This is just my COVID-19 mask, which you can purchase one just like if you scroll down below this video to my Teespring merch shelf. It's hard to breathe in these things, but this is like from Bigfoot Sasquatch the movie. Remember that movie? That was an awesome movie. Arguably the best in 2 different categories. Number 1, arguably the best Bigfoot Sasquatch movie ever made. And then number 2, arguably the best movie ever made entirely and exclusively on an iPhone 11s. All right, here's some shade. There's no one around. There's no one within 6 feet of me. So listen, I'm in town today because I'm going to sell my house. I'm selling it. I'm going to go to a real estate office and just walk in there and ask them if they want to buy my house. I guess that's how you do it. Also, I'm going to get a hat. That's why I'm not wearing a hat. There's this really beautiful forest green UVA hat at Mincer's that, like, as soon as they get them, they sell out. They had them a year ago. I didn't buy it because it's $35, and I wrestle with spending money. But after a week, I said, oh, come on, Crazy Lake. Don't be so thrifty. I like the word thrifty. Go buy that hat. So I went back, and it was gone. So I went back when I come down here for like a year, and they were out. And so I was in there the other day, and they have them. I'm not waiting a week this time. I want that hat. So I'm going to sell my house for $1 million. Yeah, I'm serious, because it's haunted, and there's wealthy eccentrics out there who will just buy a house for $1 million if it's haunted. Potentially. Okay, so somebody's coming. I'm not hiding from them, just don't want to freak them out. I don't want to get, internet famous in the wrong way. So, hey, they got a mask. Get their thing out. Next thing you know, I'm on Instagram and telling everybody that I hate kittens. Look at this. Hey, I do it, whatever, it's too easy. But anyway, I'm going to sell my house for $1 million today. I'm going to get my hat, and I've got to get some rear brake pads for my bike. Selling a house because yesterday evening, while I'm in the shower, he just comes in my house uninvited, walks right into the bathroom while I'm in the shower, showed me things that are not appropriate for this social media platform. Here come some people. So I'm gonna step over here out of the way so they can go by me. But anyway, I'm gonna tell you who he is, where he took me, and how you can find out what he showed me. But I've got some evidence of his proof. Remember those kiss your behind turns? Wait till I get to this part of the story and I show you what was waiting on me when I went by there today on my bike. All right, let me go find a real estate office, sell my house for $1 million. Okay, guys, here's one of the errands I'm doing. Hi. Make a video and they look at you like you're crazy. Don't you know that's why they call me Crazy Lake? Okay, so anyway, if you live in Charlottesville or Albemarle County and you need bike repairs done, come here. This is where I come. Peloton Station. They're not even open right now. They're closed, but they're opening up to put new brake pads on my bike. That's how good their customer service is, okay? And also, they got a restaurant in here with a bar, so you can come in, have a burger or a chicken sandwich. These are fogging up this mask. Okay, there's no one within 6 feet of me. Oh. Good place, reasonable prices, opening up even though they're closed to put rear brake pads on my bike. You don't get service like that most places anymore, so come to Peloton Station in Charlottesville for all your bicycle needs. All right, guys, here we are on the inside. Peloton Station, is that how you pronounce it, Curtis?
Peloton, yeah.
Peloton? Okay. As you can see back here, they've got a bar, and it's a restaurant, dining area, and I had a chicken sandwich when I was here about 6 weeks ago, and it was delicious. It was the best chicken sandwich in Charlottesville. Okay, and now over here, and I just met Curtis. And Curtis, do I have your permission to put you on a YouTube video?
Yeah.
You're not going to sue me after I get rich and famous?
No.
Okay, good, because I was in one movie this year at the beginning of the year called Bigfoot Sasquatch the movie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's like arguably the best Bigfoot Sasquatch movie ever, as well as the best video filmed entirely on an Apple iPhone 11. So anyway, this is Curtis's working area. He's got a very unique business here, and we're going to ask him a question or two. Telling you guys, if you live in Charlottesville, you live in Albemarle, Orange, Green, Madison, anywhere in Central Virginia, and you need bike repairs, come see Curtis. So Curtis, you are the business owner, is that correct?
Yep, one of them. There's 3 of us total that are partners in this venture.
How long have you had the business here?
We've been open, we just hit 2 years now.
Oh wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
So how did you come up with the idea to do a bike repair shop inside of a restaurant and a bar?
I've always been a cyclist and mountain biker. It's kind of my hobby, my favorite thing to do, my exercise. And being a chef, I just kind of thought it'd be cool to have 2 places, combining the 2 things that I love to do together. I used to work in some bike shops around town, like when Performance was here. And just see people come in and just kind of just be waiting for their bikes to get repaired, and thought how cool it would be if they could just sit down and have a beer while they waited for their bike.
Wow. So you're actually a chef too?
Yep.
Huh. And I mentioned, and I made a video clip outside, I mentioned that you guys aren't even open right now. And
we open at 4 o'clock during the week. We're open Wednesday through Sunday.
Uh-huh.
We're open at 4 o'clock, Wednesday through Friday until 9. Saturday we're open to 11 to 9, and Sunday we're open Saturday we're open from 12 to 9, and Sunday we're open from 12 to 8. And we do brunch on Sunday.
Cool. And here it is. I'm looking at my watch. It's Wednesday. It's 1:43. So you let me in more than 2 hours before you open because I had a need that you can solve.
Yeah.
And it's just hard to find customer service like this anywhere in the world these days. So I just want to let you know I appreciate you being here for me.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we're here for, man.
Well, we have a worldwide audience, but we do have a lot of folks who watch locally. So hopefully this will help drum up some business.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So what is your favorite thing on the menu? What do you think is your best thing to eat here?
Well, I think we got the best wings in Charlottesville. Our burgers are pretty solid. We got a new fried chicken sandwich called the Phoenix, which is dipped in like a chipotle barbecue kind of spicy sauce. It's pretty good. Yeah,
and I know the prices are reasonable. That blew my mind too when I was here. Look at this, guys. Here's the menu. And the Phoenix, he just mentioned, $12. And guys, the chicken sandwich I had, it was called the Chain Breaker, and it was so thick I could barely get it in my mouth. And as you know, I have a big mouth. All right, well, thanks, Curtis.
Yeah, no problem. Come on and see us.
Okay, so I'm in the parking garage. I parked my garage because now I'm going to go try to find a real estate agent who will buy my haunted house for $1 million. And I saw this motorcycle and I thought it was really cool, so I wanted to get a little bit of it on video. Got it. I got my new hat over here at Mincer's, across from the lawn, down here on campus of the University of Virginia, where we are now. They're actually having college here this year, I guess. You see a bunch of the young adults behind me, and a lot of the students. I usually call them kids, college kids, but I don't want to be disrespectful. Gosh, my glasses keep steaming up. So we are now on our way to the dorm room of Edgar Allan Poe. I go there a lot for inspiration. Sometimes when I have writer's block, I go there, I hang out, and I'm like, speak to me, Eddie, speak to me. So far, Eddie is being very silent. But anyway, I'm going to tell you the story about, like the title says, he came into the house uninvited, walked right into the bathroom while I'm in the shower. He took me somewhere. And I'm going to tell you the story up here when I get to Edgar Allan Poe's dorm room. But I got to stop recording right now because I can barely walk and breathe in this mask. But do you like my new hat? It's like, look, and it's got a subdued U.S. flag on the back, like our combat flags when I was in Iraq. We wear the red, white, and blue facing forward at times of peace, but at times of war we wear the subdued, and it's facing backwards. And the reason why is because if you envision the flag carrier running into battle, that's the way the flag flies. So there's some military history for you. All right, be back to you when I'm up here to Eddie's bedroom. So here we are, former dorm room of Edgar Allan Poe. They've got it glassed off here with plexiglass. I hope you can see the detail in there. There's his bed in there, and a desk with a little raven on the desk. His trunk. There's an old coat and an old top hat. Raven, 1904. So, I'm going to go sit down under a tree over here right in front of Edgar Allan Poe's dorm room and tell you this story. Okay, guys, I'm actually in one of the gardens behind Edgar Allan Poe's dorm room. There's a wall all around me. Check out the size of this tree stump. If I were to lay on that thing is as wide as I am tall, and I'm like 5'10", or I was before I went to airborne school. After all my jumps, I'm only 5'9" now. But there's no one around, so I can take this off safely and tell you the story. So it's hard to breathe with that. It's like 90 degrees today. Let's see. And then I got to go find a real estate agent who hopefully will buy my potentially haunted house for $1 million. Because I've got my hat, I got my brakes fixed. Curtis, what a great guy, huh? Opening up like that to fix my bike. He wasn't even open. So anyway, I'm in the shower yesterday. I'm home alone. I cut some grass. Dearly, she has a part of the lawn she likes to cut, but I did it for her just to be a nice guy and because I love her. And so I'm in the shower, and then here he comes. Uninvited, Jim Brown. I said yesterday Jim Brown was a linebacker. He wasn't. He's a running back for the Cleveland Browns. I think he played for either Syracuse or Clemson. I can't remember in college, but I think Clemson. Okay, so anyway, I'm probably wrong on that now too. You are going to be meeting Jim Brown, this Jim Brown I'm talking about, not the legendary football player, very, very soon, in September. He took me somewhere. Took me to Halloween. Yeah, he took me to Halloween. And I know what you're saying. Crazy Lake Halloween isn't a place. It's like a holiday. It's a time of year. It's in October 31. What are you talking about? I can't give you detail here. But he took me to Halloween and he showed me things that will soon be revealed as the veil is getting thinner. And it felt like a dream. I didn't think it was real, okay? And he said, you know what, Crazy Lake, I know you like to be called that. People call you that. I'm going to prove to you that what is going on here and the things I've shown you here at Halloween are real. And I said, how are you going to prove it? And he goes, well, you know those kiss your backside turns where you're scared every time you bike through there, and you talked about it in your video yesterday? And I said, okay, if you are and what you claim to be, how do you know I made a video about that yesterday? There's no way you can have YouTube. And he said, you know those footsteps you hear in the woods and you look around and there's nothing there? And I said, yeah. He said, that's me. Sometimes. Sometimes it's, well, other things. So I guess he was watching me and listening to me making that video about the kiss your backside turns. So he says, and this was yesterday. So he says, when you wake up tomorrow morning and you get on your bike, take that same route. He says, I'm gonna have that Phantom car. You know the Phantom car? I'm gonna drive it off of the road in those turns. And I was like, wait a minute, Jim Brown. How do you know about the Phantom car? And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you were listening to me watch the video. And he goes, well, not just that. And I said, well, what else then? He says, who do you think was driving it? And I'm like, Jim Brown, why are you doing this to me? Yeah, you know what he said? He says, because you acknowledged me and you let me know you acknowledged me. And do you not appreciate the things I showed you at Halloween? Yeah, I'll tell you, they're too graphic to state here. And so, but you will have access to reading about them very soon. But it was stuff that I kind of wish Jim Brown had not showed me, because that's why, another reason I'm in town today on my errands list is to go find a real estate agent who will buy my potentially haunted house for $1 million. So that's where I'm going next. I'll let you know how it goes. I'll get some footage, if they let me record the conversation. But Okay, so anyway, I didn't kind of left out the best part. So I woke up this morning convinced all this was a dream yesterday, jumped on a mountain bike, went that route, and guess what I saw when I got to those kiss your backside turns? Guess what I saw that was not there yesterday? I'm going to show you. Have a look. Okay guys, so here's the beginning of the kiss your backside turns. That's my truck parked down here. And here's where old Jim Brown went off the road. Where I saw the Phantom car yesterday was up around those turns. And so he said to prove it, he'd come around here. He told me I'd be able to see clearly where he went off the road. And as you can see here, we can clearly see where Jim Brown went off the road. And we can see that there's no car. There's absolutely no vehicle down here. You know, something I've thought of since seeing that and since having this potentially having this conversation with Jim Brown, it makes me wonder just what might be causing all the accidents in those turns. Is it something more than people using their cell phones and driving too fast and doing all these things while they go through there? Could it be Jim Brown? Why would somebody do something like that? Listen, I don't want to give it away, and I can't, but I will tell you that Jim Brown is very angry. Not at me. So anyway, there it is. All right, I got to go find a real estate agent while I'm in town and try to sell him my house for $1 million. Catch you guys for more next time. I'm here at Homesteading Off the Grid. And whatever the heck this show's about, this channel. Speak to me, Eddie.